Welcome everyone to another unboxing review of parts for my M38 A1 Jeep. This unboxing's a biggie indeed. There's 3 separate parcels with here, and it's from a company called Radio Surplus Electronica, based in Italy. And as you can tell, it is very well packed. We'll try our best to get through it. Can you guess what it is? So it is the radio base for a radio for the Jeep, and here it is in all its glory. Obviously it's not brand new. You can see that although it's American, it has got German on it, so clearly it's a NATO version, and it's the MT-299 radio mount and the associated cables. So let's put that there. Here's box number 2. It's a heavy box as well. In fact, all of it is heavy. See how well packaged this is, and you can probably tell already, or have a very good idea of what this is. So, connection cables, or connector, shall I say. And that's that. And what you have here is part of the radio setup. Once again, you can see that it's got German markings on it. This is dated July 1975. And yeah, it's a heavy lump. There's a small piece of damage here on the tap. I'll be curious to know what that's made out of. Feels like aluminium or aluminum to my American chunks. So that's that part. And then the final box. Now, I've never in my whole entire life ever seen in the flesh one of these radio setups. Let alone used one. Well, I have used radios in the past. So I'll be going on a journey to figure out how this all goes together, which I invite you all on. And here you have the RT-67 GRC radio transmitter. This one is actually American. It's got American markings on it. So the only two things that aren't American is the base, although that's based on the American base. I'm saying base a lot here, and this unit here, and they all slot onto the base, and I'll have the beginnings of a working radio. Once again, this is a heavy old lump that I can't imagine is going to make my Jeep any faster when it's fully installed. So let's see if we can figure out how to put these in. I'm imagining it's self-explanatory. Yeah. So utilising these little levers here, when you pull them out, they lock the device in on the bottom. So I'll do this second one here, and that unit's locked in. And what I mean by locking it in is that you can see here the little circular pieces that hook in underneath these when the unit is installed. And then if we pop that in situ there, and then pull these levers across, force it. I'll see what happens there. You can see that everything's in place. If I put some padding down, let's utilise this box here, turn it up onto its side, and hopefully you can see it. These pins here connect the two units together. Let's see how they work. So, by the looks of it, it screws in. Screws in together. and these here connect in. And you like to think that this is squaddy proof, i.e. that it takes a lot of effort to break it. The Radio Surplus Electronica have assured me that when powered to the mains, this unit will work in full. And then obviously this is the main cable that connects to your power source. So you've got positive and negative. So that goes off towards the battery. And I'll show you in a later video what this connects to. And then here we are. Here is all the bells and whistles that give your Jeep a little more believability. I do have a radio loudspeaker, and in fact, if you bear with me, I will go and get that.
A few moments later.
Here is the speaker that goes with it. Excuse the dog. He's having a moment. Postman's arrived, clearly. And then this, wait for my dog to calm down. This will connect into one of these connections here. Let's see if it fits. There we go. And that's the speaker connected. Now, it really depends where you want the speaker to be put. Pictures show the speaker or this unit on the left or right hand side wheel arch of the Jeep, and then this is screwed utilising this little bracket here to the side of the Jeep, so it's in this position. You also see it on the driver's dashboard or on the opposite side, really. So I'm going to go with what the pictures show me, which is it fixed to the side of the Jeep, just below the radio. Now the question you have is which side you fit the radio. So some data suggests that it goes on the left hand side, the driver's side, and there's a lot of evidence to show that, but equally there's quite a bit of evidence to say that it can be fitted on the right hand side of the Jeep. And the rationale behind that is if you're on your own in the Jeep and you need to use the radio and you're the driver of the Jeep, you just have to turn around roughly 90 degrees, just over 90 degrees, and you've got access to the radio and everything. Whereas if it's directly behind you on the left hand side, then there's a lot more effort involved in utilising the radio and being in the driver's seat. So just from an efficiency point of view, it's better to put it on the right hand side right hand side rear wheel arch. And that's it. So the next video that you'll see is probably the outside shell being given a coat of paint, very similar to this speaker. And a point of note on the speaker is it was quite heavily damaged, but what I didn't want to do for the speaker is lose any of the original writing or imprint. So I masked off the old writing and prints ink stamped lettering and then spray painted over the top. And as you can see, the paint match isn't too bad. And then I went over with probably, I think it was like 13 or 1400 grit sandpaper, smoothed off the masking lines, and then gave it a coat of satin finish lacquer. Unfortunately, the lacquer that I had has caused this to be a little shinier than my preferred lacquer. So I'm just waiting for that, my preferred lacquer to arrive, and then I shall put it on here and then finish this unit off. So yeah, so as I do with all of my unboxings, I will post still images at the end of this and talk through pricing. I can't remember off the top of my head how much all of this cost, and more intricate details about model numbers, etc. And probably some reference shots of this in a Jeep. So continue to watch and enjoy. So just a close-up here of the MT-299 mount or base, just showing you the mechanism, how it locks, utilising a lever system, the units in place to keep them secure. So welcome to the gallery. In the gallery, I'm going to start off showing you pictures of the speaker. The speaker's a fully functioning speaker that's just had a sand down and a coat of paint, and just note how I've masked off the original lettering so I don't lose that under the coat of paint. That I couldn't see any other way round doing that, and I think it seems to work. We're going to move on now to the RT-67 GRC. This is been designed as a robust FM radio set for vehicular use. It can be found on the M38A1 Jeep amongst other vehicles. The unit itself was applied in several communication setups, or it could be used as a standalone, as a VRC-9, or in larger systems such as the GRC-5 or -6. And it's powered by the 24 volt PP-112 GRC, which you're seeing the pictures of now. But it could also be used in the field with auxiliary kits, including generators or a battery box. The frequency of the system is 27 to 39 megahertz. The transmitter output is 2 watts low or 16 watts high. In the double conversion receiver part, you find a RF stage, a first oscillator and first mixer to a band of 4450 to 5550 kilohertz. Going back to the RT-67 unit, for your information, the left big tuning knob at the front serves a crystal oscillator and a harmonics generator by switching to the desired megahertz. There are 12 crystals to choose. The right big turning knob serves a VFO to tune the desired signal within 1 megahertz after 2 variable IF stages. A second oscillator stage and a second mixer stage bring the signal to a second IF of 1400 kilohertz, followed by 2 IF limiter stages and a FM discriminator with 2 valve diodes, 1A3. The transmitter frequency is controlled by a special discriminator that compares the transmitting frequency to the receiver frequency.
the 2E24 transmitter PA has a special quick ready filament and is only heated on transmit mode. The net weight of the RT-67 is 16 kilograms. It's a hefty old beast. Total cost for the unit was about £290 and about £90 in shipping, which I think is a really good deal. As always, if you've enjoyed the video, please like, share, subscribe and leave any comments, and I'll see you later.